Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Starry Tarot. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday out there, wherever you are. If you are new here, welcome to the Chan. I am, yes, a tarot reader. As it says in the title, I provide questions. I can answer questions of all types, literally all types, minus legal and medical. Jolie, how you doing? Jolie, how you doing, girl? I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, so remember the fiasco yesterday, the CashApp fiasco, how everyone was having issues with CashApp? So that wasn't y'all. That was me. They basically suspended my account. Unbeknownst to me, I'm contesting it. They didn't even say why. But I do have a backup account, which I have posted here. Yeah, I know I have a backup account still. I need to ask them what the hell happened, and I've done nothing wrong. But I do have, if anybody does want to use Cash App today, that has been happening to a few people. No shit. And thank you so much for your donation, Matt. I just put my glasses on to read what you said. Hey, it's my day off and it's in a donation. Happy day off, my friend. Really, you've heard of that happening to a few people, Jolie? Like other tarot readers, or just like people like in general that's happening? That's funny because yesterday I had nothing but good things to say about them. I was going to mention I'm not so sure about their customer support, and we'll see about that. We'll see how that works out when I do message them, which I will do tonight. Anywho, so yeah, that was me, not you, anybody else. So I'll probably be repeating that throughout the night. Like if you want to use Cash App, it's a different username. Not a tarot reader. Okay. Yeah, excuse me. I really don't know what happened. But I'm gonna find out. I'm certainly gonna find out. And I mean, if I legit did something wrong with it, which I don't think I did, I'll accept that and do whatever needs to be done. But if I did nothing wrong, of course I'll contest it. Anyway, so that was like the only not cool kind of thing to happen today. So far so good. Or I guess so far so decent. Today we are using the tried and true classic Aquarian tarot deck. Love this deck. Obviously I wouldn't own it if I didn't love it. I don't think it's you. I know a few instances of them doing this. Okay. Yeah, I just want to know why, if they thought there was some suspicious activity or what the deal was. I just want to know why, and if and how I can contest it. I mean, like I said, I have another. It's not like they. So it's really weird. So I got my first Cash App account. I was one of the first people to use Cash App. I think I got it like 5 or 6 years ago. I had a friend, actually, someone I'd worked with who needed to pay me. Wanted to pay me Apple Pay, but I couldn't receive Apple Pay. They're like, okay, we'll use Cash App. That's a good alternative. So I got introduced to Cash App years and years ago. And I like my name, and they changed it just to my full name, which I don't love being out there. But yeah, it's still like, and I found actually $5 in that account. I guess I had 2 accounts. I'm really confused. I don't know. I guess I must have had 2 accounts. Should Matt focus his time and energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on spiritual and creative pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on spiritual and creative pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on spiritual and creative pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energy on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energies on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energies on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energies on creative and spiritual pursuits? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Should Matt focus his energies on creative and spiritual pursuits? Or did I do that? Matt, I'm so sorry. I left something very important upstairs. I will be right back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Thank you. And we are back. So sorry about that, Matt. Okay, and thank you for your patience. This from Jonathan. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot reversed, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords reversed, 6 of Cups reversed, 8 of Swords, 2 of Cups reversed. I kept on seeing it when I was shuffling. 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, 5 of Swords, and 9 of Pentacles reversed. Very, very interesting. So let's start. I'm sure you know which column I want to start with here. Right here in the center, this is really speaking volumes to me. You know that your fortune is turning. You know that there's good things coming towards you. You know that there's a change on the horizon. but you don't have the clearest vision as to what it is. And this in turn is binding you with this Eight of Swords right here in the middle. Binding and blinding a lot of your, you know, I wouldn't even say, you know, I would have to say this again. I did a reading yesterday and the Eight of Swords came up and I was like, you know, in this case, I feel like the being bound and, well, we do have the Chariot reversed here. There is something to be said, I think, for possibly feeling bound, feeling stuck, but I think what is really key here is noting that she is blindfolded. She can't see what's behind her. She can't see what's in front of her. She can't see what's side to side. She can't see her past. She can't see her present. She's blinded. She's allowing the present to allow her to feel bound when really she's free. She's not bound. All she has to do is wiggle a little bit more and she can get out of these ties. And then when she's out of the ties, she takes off the blindfold, bing, bang, boom, she's good. So it's, I had another thought there that just went right out the window. You know, she can't, and if she, you know, so therefore, you know, if she were to remove the bindings and the blindfold, not only would she get a clearer vision of what her future is, but she would be able to move and go in that direction. And Spirit is saying with this Page of Wands that, yes, you, hi Jessica, thank you so much for your donation, love. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's a bit of a kerfuffle. If anyone is trying to or has tried to use CashApp and you're watching this channel, make sure you're using my new CashApp ID because that's why it wasn't working yesterday. Thank y'all very much. Okay, so, and one second. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, this Page of Wands tells me a whole lot. This Page of Wands tells me that you absolutely have the energy and the gusto to remove this blindfold and get a clearer vision of the wheels turning, things going forward. Now, is that in relation directly to putting your focusing your energies on creative and spiritual endeavors? This isn't, no. But I'm going to get to that. We've got many cups here, okay? Let's start here with this Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, and Page of Cups. The Six of Pentacles is an equal balance of give and take, an equal balance of energy. I already see and I already felt that Spirit was going to say, yes, you should focus your energies on spiritual and creative endeavors. You should focus your energies on whatever you feel is going to ultimately set you free from whatever these bindings are. But when it comes to, yeah, all the cups are very interesting. The Six of Cups reversed is very interesting. Kind of a little bit what I was speaking on yesterday, where most of our expectations are premeditated resentments or fears from the past possibly repeating themselves. I think there's a lot of aspects of not just your creative practice, but your spiritual practice that you may look back at not so fondly. But what Spirit is saying is it's not good to look back at this time. It's best to just keep your sights set forward. And really embrace that Page of Cups in you, really embrace that creativity in you, because it will ultimately set you on the course that I believe that you should truly be set on. You're on your way, but you haven't set off yet. But I feel like this is going to bring you much closer there. It's interesting how we have this Page of Cups right next to the Page of Wands here. Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords reversed, and Seven of Pentacles. Let's take this very literally here. We're talking about spirituality and focusing one's energies on spirituality. No, your brand of spirituality is not within a church. However, keeping your energies away from spiritual endeavors is not going to help you in any way. These are the unhelped. These are the outcasts. These are the ones that are unhelped. And if they were to just go out into the sanctuary of this church, they would get that help. They would get that, not just help, but support, coming in from the cold. And I mean, that's why I don't want to say that's why I knew Spirit was going to say yes. But that is definitely something I know that they feel strongly about, at least my team. I read a really interesting, I'm trying to find it. I was studying this card last night, the Five of Pentacles, because I pulled it for many of my readings yesterday, including one I did for myself. Yes. The Five of Pentacles reminds the asker to foster self-belief and have faith in the power of their potential and resourcefulness. It is also a call to focus on what is abundant in life and practice gratitude. That's a big one. It's a really powerful card. It's sometimes can be a scary card, but definitely has a very, very, very powerful message. This Page of Swords reversed. It's like if you neglect your intellectual, creative abilities, because those come from our intellect as well, especially with writing, it's a combo of the two. You got to have the brains and the creativity. Your head will remain, and I'm not saying your head is not above the clouds on this day at this time. It might very well be, but Page of Swords is usually indicative that traditional artwork, they've got their head above the clouds at all times. They don't let anything get them down. Because, and I don't know if you fear criticism from people regarding either your creative work or spiritual work, but mind over matter. They don't matter. You shouldn't mind. And Spirit's not going to lie. It is going to feel somewhat, I don't want to say frustrating, but it's not an immediate process. It's not both creativity and spiritual work are not direct give and receive processes. Yes, you will ultimately receive whatever you put in, but in terms of timing, it's all about divine timing, the divine wheel. But you will see the fruits of your labor. Well, the world is always trying to drag me down. That's just what it does. Or you could change the way you just said that, Matt, and you could say that's what it did, but it's not going to anymore. You hear what I'm saying? Our expectations are our premeditated resentments. You're basing that, you're anticipating your future in the lens of your past. Don't do that. Spirit's saying specifically don't do that. I can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what Spirit's saying you should and shouldn't do. And they're saying that you shouldn't word things in that way. You've got to look at the future as different from now on. It will manifest. It's the law of attraction, man. That's not even about magic. Ain't no magic. That's physics. It's the law of energy. Well, I can ignore it, but it's still gonna do what it does. Okay. All right, so we've got the Chariot reversed, Two of Cups reversed, and Five of Swords reversed. I feel like this is very much in the same vein of what I was saying. Feelings of stagnation, not moving forward. If you don't pour your energetic cup out to the world with this Two of Cups reversed, you'll only feel feelings of defeat, like you lost out on an opportunity that you could have had, or a success that you could have had, a win of some type that you could have been a part of. We've ultimately got this Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles reversed here. And this Queen of, I think it all says quite a bit. Sorry, it's my tea. Yeah, this Queen of Cups, you know, you've got this amazing creative ability, and not only an amazing creative ability, but an incredible spiritual ability, that is a gift that was given to you by your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestral guides. It's not one that they want you to waste. It's not one that they want you to shirk or walk away from. Because they're saying that contentment is absolutely on the horizon with this Ten of Cups. I always see it. They're always telling me that. Like, ask and you shall receive, like manifest and it shall, and it will materialize. Does it happen overnight? No, that's not how it works. A lot of people, and I don't think you think that's how it works, but some people joke about visualization and manifestation, like, well, yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time to see the fruits of one's efforts come to be. And I know Spirit wants you to really examine what is valuable to you in your life at this time. What is invaluable to you at this time? What can you go without? What do you need? What do you want? All three of those things. What are you anticipating? What would you like to change about your life? What would you like? I don't know if you pray, if you speak out to them. I don't know what types of spiritual work you do or how you do it. But I speak to my angels just directly, like out loud. And since I've started actually doing that, it's wildly more effective than it ever was in the past, when I would kind of just think my prayers or like whisper them or mumble them. You talk to the other side. Do you actually like speak though, or do you do it like telepathically? Because I was doing it telepathically for a very long time, and I don't know. I just found a lot of improvements in that department when I began speaking it out loud, like physically. It's like they literally heard me more. And I'm not saying that that's something that you have to do. But I'll have conversations. Okay, gotcha. Well, I think a really big message here, yes, they do want you to focus your energies on creative and spiritual endeavors. Those are both gifts that they don't want you to toss asunder here. And you're not going to lose anything by not engaging. Well, you do have things to lose if you don't engage if you don't continue your spiritual and creative practices. You'll miss out on possible opportunities. You'll miss out on growth. It's definitely something that Spirit is on board with you. They want you to focus on both. It's not going to take away, what I mean, you're not going to lose anything. It's not going to take away from the work and energy that you're putting forth already in this life. There's power in words spoken, for sure, and written. I know all too well. Right? You know. I mean, like, hell, like, when I was, that's really actually strange we're talking about this, because when I was coming back downstairs right before I read your reading, I don't know why, it was because the incantation, the question was, like, repeating in my head, and I was like, well, that'll happen when you say it, 20 times? And it just goes to show how important, and then in my mind I was like, that just goes to show how important it is how to vocally incant our desires, our questions, and to not to fear our voice or our desires. Spirit's on board. Spirit's on board with you, Matt. And yeah, it would be sorely remiss, I think, if you were to neglect either one, or especially both your spiritual and creative endeavors, because I mean, you're talking to a professional tarot reader slash artist, model slash photographer, slash writer. So yeah, you know, I'm not just being, yeah, I could just be biased here, but I'm hearing it, I'm seeing it. I even before I even turned the cards, I noticed most of them were upright. I'm like, all right. And not every upright card is a good card, but all the upright ones that we saw here were, you know. And they're always telling me the same thing. And when my faith was wavering, they told me the same thing. And when my faith and my creativity was wavering, they said the same thing. You got to keep on keeping on, keep on turning that wheel. You know what your next move is. Right on, man. Right on. Hello, Kenneth Grinley. Love and light to you. That's awesome, man. That's awesome that you figured out your next move. And go forth, Page of Wands. Go forth. Take action. I know you will. And yeah, please don't lose sight of spirit. Spirit's got your back. Sometimes oftentimes feels as though it doesn't, but I promise you they do. And thank you very, very much for your donation, Matt. I really appreciate you as always. I'm confident in my abilities. It's more avoiding distractions. Yeah, or like a fear of possibly overextending yourself. Maybe like putting too much energy into those things as opposed to quote unquote like practical things. Yeah. You're very welcome, Matt. You're very welcome. Thank you. And you have a wonderful rest of your day off. Miss Jessica. Jessica, thank you so much for your donation, love. Or doing too much. I have to focus. Yeah. I totally understand. But that's also what Spirit was reassuring, was like, this isn't continuing to focus on your spiritual and creative endeavors won't take away from that. You've got a huge amount of focus. You got like hella focus. I was gonna say something, but I don't know. It might have been controversial or a joke that might not have gone over too well with folks. I'm sure you would have left. But anyway, you got a lot of focus, energy, and drive. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kenneth. I am so sorry, love. I have 2 questions, please. How is Monique feeling about the distance that's been between us? All right, let's get into this. Just give me 1 second, love. Thank you. Oh no, Jessica. So there's like a legit distance between the 2 of you now because of the incident. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Mixed Masters and Spirit Guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Mixed Masters and Spirit Guides. How is Monique feeling about the distance between her and Jessica? Yes, I take responsibility. It's just hard to reconcile her drastic change in beliefs, especially regarding that topic. I understand, Jessica. I understand. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. And I understand saying that you take responsibility, but it's comes from your maternal love and care for her. You know, you're quite shocked and concerned, and you may even feel betrayed. Let's get into how she feels here. King of Wands. What's this boyfriend sign? High Priestess reversed. Two of Swords, that's my card for today too. Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Star. She's very confused. She's very confused and divided. This Two of Swords, she's blind. Not only is she divided and confused, but she's blinded. That's why she's so confused. She's not armed with the correct knowledge. And she's a victim of that. I don't want to say her ignorance, because it's not her fault. It's misinformation that's been drummed into her. And girl, so you said that her and him have been dating for 2 years. And they lived together. Was he always a Trump supporter? Sorry, y'all. I know I don't like talking politics on my channel, but we're going there right now. Was he always that way? Or was this recent and then he got her on board? Or has he been trying for a while? He was, and she just was okay. I mean, I guess she just saw past that. I'm sure he has qualities to him that are good, no doubt. But she just kind of ignored that. I know, right? Like, did he not hear about the wall? Is he not aware that, like, yeah. Anyway, she did initially, yes. Because I was wondering about this King of Wands. Yeah, she's not thinking. This is really. And it may be because he works as a stay-at-home girlfriend, not on school, not working, or not in school, not working. So she doesn't really have a whole lot of direction right now. That's tough. I mean, how old is she? What, 21, 22? It's tough. It's always really hard figuring out who you are. Yeah, it's good to work. It's good to at least work or be in school or both. She's 20. Yeah. Yeah, she's got this masculine influence over her, this King of Wands. And I feel like it goes against her intuition. These beliefs she has are going against her gut feeling and her intuition with this High Priestess reversed. She intuitively and honestly felt the way she did, this would be upright, because the High Priestess is also about striking out on one's own. She quit her part-time job to have more time to clean the house. So is she into the whole, like, trad wife thing? That's, like, regressing the whole, like, feminist movement on TikTok by getting a bunch of young ladies to just want to be a housewife. Let's go back to the 50s. The good old days. The 50s, you kidding me? Yeah, back when everything was effing segregated and disgusting. Um, yeah, Five of Pentacles rebirth. She wants to come back in from the cold. She feels outcast. She feels like outcasted by you. Um, but she has hope with this star here. Hope of healing. She plans to go back to college, but she keeps having excuses. I think she's just comfortable and lazy, gaming all night. Yeah. Yep. She's still kind of in, well, I mean, she's 20, so she's still kind of like in teen mode. I feel like I wasn't really a full adult. I mean, we all mature at different ages, but, well, I had a job and I was going to school at that age, so I don't know, but I was smoking hella weed, but I still do that. And look at me now! Um, I managed to get straight A's. Okay? I wrote papers while I was high. Sometimes some of those papers were about weed. Yeah, so, and I'm not saying she's a stoner, but like weed, gaming, stuff like that, whether it's a drug or gaming. I feel like gaming is very much a drug, actually. It releases a lot of the same chemicals, and it's a comfort, and it's isolating. Right. Okay, that checks out because of the whole her issue with Kamala that you mentioned. Yeah. And it's not legal where y'all are, is it? I mean, that's not Kamala's MO, yo. She games until like 5 a.m. and sleeps until like 2 to 3. Yeah, she's mirroring him. Well, you said he works, but maybe she's not mirroring him. She just seems lost. She seems like a lost little lamb. She'll find her way. Oh, he works a night shift. So she's okay. So she's basically kind of on his sketch a little bit. Um, yeah, she's very much divided here. Um, the two people with the most influence in her life have opposing viewpoints, and now she has opposing viewpoints with you, and she would like that to change. She doesn't want this distance between the two of you. She hopes that things will that you'll be able to reconnect for sure. But do I see her, I mean, that wasn't the question, but do I see her changing her beliefs to appease you, or to get back in your good graces? I'm not so sure. She might, but then if that's the case, she may very well be lying, you know? Like that, you know, I don't know. Like, yeah, if you can't speak what you feel is your truth with people, then, or if you feel like you need to say something else, sometimes people will do that, you know? Um, yeah, I'm sorry, love. You worry about her. Yeah. I I mean, I definitely knew quite a few folks like in similar boats when I was that age. And they all found their way. They all found their way. That's 20's a really hard year, and I'm not making excuses for her or anything like that. I really would like to see her in school. I thought she was in school. I thought she graduated, yo. I don't know why. I don't know where I got that from, but I would like to see her in school or a job, either one, as I'm sure that's what you would like to see. Um, hmm, yeah, she's so young. She doesn't have, I mean, she does have knowledge of the world outside of her, but like I was talking to you about it, like we both know, like your prefrontal cortex is not fully developed at that age, you know? Oh dear me. Jessica, I will be right back. I left something upstairs again. Sorry about that. I am back. She started junior college, then moved to Tennessee, then never started back up. She has no drive because she can just rely on him. Yeah. And that's no good. That's no good. That's not good for anybody. You gotta be able to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Jessica, you there, girl? Oh, there she is. Sorry. Will Monique and Ivan break up, or is this her forever person? I was just going to say she's in her 20s. I highly doubt this is her forever person, but maybe it is. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Ivan Monique's forever person? I don't want to wish for them to break up, but I also wanted to establish herself and find her own identity. Side of her relationship, it's very codependent. Yeah, sounds like it. The Sun, 9 of Pentacles, the Emperor reversed, the Devil reversed, and 2 of Cups. Now, do I think that they're going to break up in the near future? No. I don't. Not with this Nine of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Two of Cups. That is a very... They love each other very much. And I'm sure you love him, if only for that reason. That he loves her and treats her right. Or maybe you don't, because he's turned her to the dark side. But anyway, is he her forever person? No. Both the Emperor and the Devil are reversed. These are the marriage cards. These are the marriage cards. The Sun, though, I will say, the Sun is often a portent of children. They may have children together. Like, I don't think they're breaking up anytime soon. I feel like this is going to last quite a while, but I don't think he's ever going to be her forever person. I don't think he... I don't know if he... I just feel like when it gets to the marriage part, it's not going to happen. Yes, I don't get biased. Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong right now, if I do say so myself. But not resulting in long term, like forever. The Devil, if I saw both these upright, I'd be like, oh, shnikes. Then I would be concerned. Well, I mean, then I would say, I think they are going to be together for a while, possibly forever, till death do they part. But I do not see this. They are not bound in that way spiritually for that major long haul. Yeah. So sorry you're going through all this, Jessica. I really am. It's sad and shocking. It's surprising. And it's everything that you say. Yeah, you don't, you just don't want her to just be easily influenced by the man in her life, to have some independence and free thought. And, partners can often and do and can disagree on things. You don't have to see eye to eye on absolutely everything. Yeah. You're so welcome, Jessica. Thank you, love. Thank you very much. Alrighty. So the donation list is, we are all through, unless did I receive a donation? No, I did not. So we are all, the queue is all taken care of, so whoever makes a donation next, you will be next. You get the most ads during your reading? Oh, I'm so sorry, Jessica, that sucks. That's crazy. I wish they could know. I've heard that from other people too. They'll be like, I get the ads like during the reading. That sucks. I'm sorry, girl. So do you miss anything? If you can't skip? I always wondered about that. But you can go back and watch it again, obviously. Hopefully uninterrupted this time. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I was always so curious about that. Yeah, because I definitely heard some complaints in the past about how it happens during the readings, and I always wondered how that worked. I got the ads, but I just skip it and then rewind it. That's funny. Yeah, YouTube Premium's getting, it used to be $9.99 a month. Now it's $13.99 a month. And I have several different YouTube channels, not channel accounts. And this is, well, not this one is free. So if I ever watch videos on this Starry Tarot account, they have tons of ads. My personal account is premium because I just can't stand the ads. And YouTube's pretty much my only source of like entertainment, so I don't feel badly paying for it because I don't pay like for other services or anything. Hi, Linda. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hi, Linda's mom. Hope you are well. Good to see you, Linda. Yeah, so I have all these other, I have like 3 or 4 other, no, I have 3 different personal accounts on YouTube. And I feel like if you pay for YouTube Premium, your other accounts should be premium too, but not in YouTube's eyes, I guess. I will be right back. Hello, SB. How are you, Sarah? Assuming you are still here. And by the way, if anyone is trying to donate to me tonight over Cash App, make sure you have my new Cash App account address, because that's why it wasn't working yesterday, unfortunately. Donation list is open, y'all. If you would like a reading, you won't have to wait in line. I would love to read for you, Miss Sarah. Sorry, I'm just rocking out to Madonna. Because, you know, what do you do when there's silence in the room? Thank you so much, love. I would love to read for you. I'll take these out of my ears. Turn off the Madonna. Oops. And if you are watching this live stream, please be so kind and remember to click the like button. It really, really helps me out for reasons that I don't quite understand. And which song? Take a Bow. Babyface is a freaking genius, yo. Babyface is a genius. I've always been in love with you. I guess you know this much is true. Thank you so much. One second, actually. Sorry, Miss Sarah. What? Okay. 1 second. Cash App's being a little wonky, but it should be okay. All good. Cash App's been a little bit of a beast lately. You know, I was a small child and I heard that song and I loved it so much. I was small when it came out. I was like 8 or 9, I want to say. I was old enough to remember watching it on MTV. Old enough to remember that it was. And thank you so much, Coco, for your donation, love. I remember watching the music video on MTV. I remember remembering that it was from the Evita soundtrack. I love that song. It's so good. Oops. Coco, I'm gonna be in Paris soon. I'm so excited. I leave. I almost said next month. I don't leave next. I guess it's not that soon. I leave in November, but I'm so excited. Oh wait, that's not Coco. That's J Moon. Oh, how confusing. I'm so sorry. I confused you with the other Nadia. The other Nadia. I'm so sorry, love. I mean, you are the only Nadia. All right, now I have two regular clients called Nadia. I'm so sorry about that, G-Man. How are you doing, love? How are you doing? And Miss Sarah, so you donated for 3 questions. Please go ahead and post your first question right there in the chat. Thank you. I wanted to ask Khalifa's view of me, new love connection. What's Khalifa's sign? And what's your sign again, Sarah? You just messing. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Khalifa view Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Khalifa view Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Khalifa view Sarah? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Khalifa view Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Khalifa view Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Khalifa view Sarah? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, how does Khalifa use Sarah? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, how does Khalifa use Sarah? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, how does Khalifa use Sarah? Ancient Mysteries and Spirit Guides, how does Khalifa use Sarah? Hi, J Moon. Yeah, you'll be next. You'll be after Sarah. Thank you so much, love. Queen of Swords reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. And Six of Swords reversed. So if this is a new love connection, of which many are happening right now, it seems. If this is a new love connection, then this Queen of Swords reversed has nothing to do with you. There's nothing you possibly could have done to... I don't know how long y'all have been talking for. You're a Virgo and you don't know his. Okay. I don't know how long y'all have been talking for. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't know how long you guys have been talking, but even if it was for I don't know, like a month even, I feel like it would be, I don't want to say out of the question that you would have said something that would have hurt him. He's resentful about the past. He hasn't fully moved on. He's trying, but there's something from his past he hasn't fully moved on from. He's halfway there. He knows he needs to fully move on. And what I'm concerned with is that I feel that he might, I'm not saying he's using you to move on from the past, but he's already gotten more than halfway there from moving on from something that happened in the past. And I think he feels like he can get to the end of the finish line. The easiest way to get to and the fastest way to get to the very end of the finish line of just completely forgetting about this person would be spark up a new romance, which has its truths to it. Because he's definitely made a lot of progress, but there's something about something about him not wanting to put in a certain type of work. And I feel like, you know, if he's not willing, if he doesn't want to just heal on his, you don't have to be alone to heal, but it's almost like he's relying on another person to help him fully heal. Doesn't want to put in that work. It's not that he doesn't want to put in the work with you and your connection. That I actually am seeing quite the opposite of. He is very, 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 very physically and mentally attracted to you. But let's just say this Queen of Wands don't lie. Like, he thinks you are a very, very sexy woman, and he is, yeah, very, very, very physically attracted to you. And he wants to take this slowly. I don't know if you've picked that up yet or not, but he wants to take this slowly and surely. He doesn't want to rush into anything. He doesn't want to rush into things, but he wants to see slow and steady progress, because he's right. Slow and steady wins the race. I think that might have actually been a big part of what hurt him in the past, was moving things really, really quickly when he should have pumped the brakes a little bit. So if you do feel like things are not going quite as fast as you thought they would, or anything like that, it's not a bad thing. It's you know, or if you don't, you know, if you guys are texting every single day and then you don't hear from him for like half a day or whatever, don't take it personally. It's just him pumping the brakes. And yeah. His heart and his mind are in the right place. There's another organ that's also in the right place too, but this is a PG, family-friendly channel. That Queen of Wands, she is sexy. All right, Miss Sweet Sarah, please go ahead. Oh, you're all ready. How will the chemistry be on our dates? So you guys haven't been on a date yet? Do you guys have one lined up? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their date? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be with Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will the chemistry be between Sarah and Khalifa on their dates? Hopefully next week, this weekend is your birthday. Well, happy early birthday, girl. I'm not going to be able, I probably won't be online Saturday. I might not be online Sunday, but come to me when I'm on next, after your birthday. I'll be on next week. And come and redeem your free birthday reading. 3 of Swords reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. 5 of Swords. Temperance reversed. Oh, goodness. And 4 of Cups reversed. Jeez Louise. So has he... okay. 2 questions. How long exactly have y'all been talking? Actually, your birthday was yesterday, the 10th? Hopefully this weekend is my day. Yeah. How long have y'all been talking? And has he mentioned his past? Or is that not something he's brought up? Because this guy's hurt. This guy's hurt. He ain't healed. Just a week. Yeah, he's definitely not healed from something. This 4 of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups reversed. Like I said, he's halfway there. He has made a lot of progress. I will give him credit where credit is due there. We haven't yet. We talk a lot. Or he hasn't yet. We talk a lot. Gotcha. There's something he's... And I understand. I mean, I low-key understand not bringing that up. Hello, Beyond the Universe Tarot. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I understand not wanting to bring it up immediately if you guys are just getting to know one another and you guys have just been talking for a couple of weeks. I get it. People don't... It's usually not wise to dump out all your baggage immediately. But what concerns me here... Yeah, Temperance reverse. I feel like there's something... Yeah, definitely something he's not saying. And this 5 of Swords is a yikes. Yeah, yikes for me. Feeling defeated. This Ace of Wands reversed is a huge yikes for me. Because Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning. It's a very sexually charged card. We asked about chemistry. We didn't even ask about, like, the longevity of anything. We just asked about the chemistry. And... it's not so much that I feel like the two of you don't have chemistry inherently. Although I always, this may sound really, really creepy of me, but I always feel, have you met him in person yet? Because I always feel like, you know that song, like, how does it go? It's in his kiss. It's in it, no, it's in his kiss. If you wanna know if he loves you, so it's in his kiss. You know, Cher covered it. It's in his kiss. I feel like, yes, it's in his kiss, but it's also their smell. It's in their smell. It's with me at least. And maybe that's just because I'm like Claire olfactorian and smell is just so important to me. But like, I've gotta love your stank. I gotta love your cologne. I gotta love your stink. Like, not your stink, but like, you know, like someone's actual like scent. You know what I mean? And there have been people that I thought I was attracted to, and then Scentbird came and arrived, and I didn't enjoy the fragrance. So, and it didn't work. I was like, if I can't deal with, if I don't like that, I can't go further. If you guys have legitimate chemistry, because that's what pheromones is all about. It's every mammal emits pheromones. I think beyond mammals, I think other creatures do as well to attract sexual partners. And there are certain pheromones that don't mix with other pheromones. And so I'm just hoping that his pheromones work for you. But this looks. Of course, I'm really excited for you guys to go on a date, and I don't want you to go into this date worrying about him smelling nasty or worrying about there not being chemistry there. It may not be there immediately. That also might be another factor. So I don't want that reading to you know discourage you in any way. And what are his intentions to me? Okay, one sec. What are his intentions with me? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Khalifa's intentions towards? The Magician reversed. Four of Wands reversed. The Emperor reversed. The Hierophant. And Seven of Swords reversed. Yikes. Where do I even begin? Let's start with the Hierophant. Let's start with the Magician reversed. The Magician reversed has helped me a lot in my life in terms of guidance. I don't need to look in my book. I just do to see if there's any other possible interpretation that I can gather. I don't want to say he's a manipulative person, but I don't think he wants something deep. I don't know to what extent you guys have talked about your future, what you guys want from each other. And that's exactly what we just asked. But I don't think he wants anything deep. Four of Wands reversed. The Magician reversed is either lying, romantic trickery, or having a low willpower for commitment, for a romantic partnership. And I see that here with this Four of Wands reversed. Also see it with the Emperor reversed. He's not looking to be anybody's king right now. So I don't know what y'all have been talking about, or and you don't have to tell me how your conversations go, how y'all flirt, or what you may have revealed to one another in different ways. I will say with the Hierophant, though, I don't think he intends to hurt you. And with this Seven of Swords reversed, I just think that he hasn't been clear about what his intentions are. Well, and you wouldn't have asked me. Well, maybe he did tell you what his intentions were. Maybe you did ask him, but maybe it's too early to ask. I get it. But it sounds like he's not looking... I don't know what you're looking for. But he's not looking for a solid commitment here. He doesn't want to hurt you. He's not... I don't get, like, narcissistic vibes from him. I get hurt, unhealed vibes from him. And hurt people, whether it's intentional or not. And that's where I'm like, okay, if he's not fully healed, and he's kind of in his mind thinking, okay, well, if I embark on a new romantic journey, then that will, in a way, like, I could kind of outsource my healing, in a sense, to my love life. But at the end of the day, he needs to fully heal. I think he fully needs to remove him, not just himself emotionally from whoever hurt him, but to forgive whoever hurt him, whether they said sorry or not, and to forgive himself, or forgive them, to forgive them for how they had treated him. He's got to be fully healed, love. And that initial reading did kind of alarm me, because I always say, like, if you're not a healed person, don't it's not wise to step into a relationship. And healing takes time, and some people don't have the patience for that time. And that's very much what I get from him, is that this lack of wanting to put in just the last bit of work on his own is costing him. It's this may, you know what, that's the thing, is I think you guys have got to be clear about what you guys both want, if you haven't been already. Because I think he's seeing it like this: if I have a crush on someone, if I like a girl, then I will be set free from the binds that are currently constricting me emotionally, that make it, worked. It is work to heal. No way, there's no other way of looking at it. It's work, it's time. And only we can heal ourselves. Yeah, there's people who can help us along the way, for sure. But most of the work is individual. So if he's feeling he could circumvent that in some way, you guys have got to be really clear about what you guys both want, if you haven't already. Because he's definitely interested in you, but there's there's so much pain and hurt coming up. And if he hasn't mentioned anything, he's just hiding it really well. But I don't think he can hide it for much longer, because it's, I mean, I picked up on it in all three of those readings. And it doesn't negate his feelings for you or anything like that. It's more, I don't think I don't know if he's really ready for another commitment at this time. If that is what you're looking for, which I don't know what you're looking for. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing there, love. So wait, your birthday was yesterday? Would you like to get your free reading today then? Do you want to do that? Sarah, are you still there? Sarah, I don't know if Sarah's there anymore. Well, Sarah, if you are, which I hope you are, thank you so much for your donation, love. I really appreciate you, and I don't want you to be scared going into this, but just be cautious, slow and steady. Don't take things too quickly. Don't let your emotions run ahead of you here, because that can be detrimental. And just be very clear on what you want, what you're looking for, and he should be clear on what he's looking for. Otherwise, life is too short. There's no time to waste. Just be clear about what your intentions are. And I hope that he could be clear with you too. Okay. Thank you so much again, Miss Sarah. And once again, if you would like, I would be more than happy to give you your birthday readings today. J Moon, thank you very much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Hi, J Moon. Thank you so much for being here, love, and thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Hi, J Moon. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. Just started a new job. How do the higher ups at my new job feel towards me? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's high supervisors feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit. And I don't know how many supervisors and managers you have, but do bear in mind that some people are going to have differing opinions from one another. It might not be, all one opinion. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Nadia's higher ups feel about her at her new job? Ten of Swords, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. Okay. Well, I like this Knight of Pentacles for sure. The Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse. You're a steady worker, you're reliable, you're dependable, you're loyal, you're trustworthy. And you're making steady progress. Like I'm not so sure how long you've been at this new job. I know you said you just started, so I don't know how long you've been there. But so far they do like the steady progress that they're seeing. I don't know. I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, and they feel that you have a lot of gusto, a lot of energy, great potential to. You retain information very well. Very good potential for growth with this Page of Wands and this Two of Wands. And I don't know if there's like another department within your work or like another type of position within your work that you would be interested in, but I that also might be a factor here, is they may want to move you to another department or another position of some type, based on the skills that they're seeing from you. They are not concerned, but they want to make sure that you'd be. I feel this is what I think. Especially with this Ten of Swords, I feel like I don't know how long you've been working there, but I sense that they're going to be giving you more responsibilities and more work, in the not so distant future. But they also want to be sure, and they feel like you would be able to they know that you'd be able to learn whatever it is that they want you to learn and expand your horizons, but they just want to make sure that that you'd be able to juggle it all with this Two of Pentacles reverse, which in my mind is almost like, okay, are they trying to overwork their employees, or are they being mindful of not potentially burning their employees out. So be careful with that. They are happy with your performance, love, very, very much. They're like I said, I don't know how long it's been since you started working there, but so far so great. Like I said, the Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse. And we have it up right here. They like how you're working. They find a lot of, they think you are a very, very valuable member of their team already. But be careful of them possibly, I don't want to say taking advantage of that, but yeah, be careful of them taking advantage of that. Yeah, I do want to say that. And be careful of them overextending you. Taking advantage of how well you work. But there's definitely room for growth and expansion here. And they very much appreciate you. It's interesting. Like I said, I don't know how much, like, yeah, they work people a lot. Yeah. And they're looking at you and they're just like, oh, like I said, the workforce. Like, she's a workhorse. Like, she could probably juggle more things thrown at them. The Ten of Swords, that you can handle a lot. That's what concerns me is it's not, they see that you're a good worker. They see that you're an excellent worker, and I do think there is a certain level of awareness with burnout. I want to get a more specific definition when it comes to career with that. I was right. Sorry. Yeah, so the Ten of Swords is burnout. They don't want to burn you out, but they do, I don't want to say they do see an opportunity here to get some more, to assign some more work, get some more work done, for you to get more work done. But I do feel like that with that Two of Pentacles reversed and Ten of Swords, I do think they are conscientious of burnout and not wanting to put you in that position. But I just don't know how conscientious they are at the end of the day. Like, they may feel like they are, but their idea of like how much work is going to cause someone burnout is not the same for every other person. You know, like, some people can handle work like just like crazy. Others have a lower threshold when it comes to burnout, and it's all unique to us as alone. And I don't think they're looking at it at an individual kind of way. I think they're looking at it like, oh, well, she has the ability and the skills that we're looking for, so, or that we have been looking for, and we could give her extra work, and that would be advantageous to us. But like I said, everyone's different. You know, they don't know what your burnout threshold is. Hopefully they will be, considerate and mindful enough to note that and to observe that. But yeah, they expect more. I hate saying that, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you start getting more work or if you get a promotion. They're really liking what they see here with you. But you have to be careful of your own burnout rate, and I'm sure you're aware. I hope you're aware of what you can process and what's too much for you. And because it's all you need to us alone, and we shouldn't compare ourselves to anyone else when it comes to that. I always used to say that. It's like, don't compare, just because you have like the best work ethic in the world, like, don't compare your work ethic to anybody else's. Like, you may feel like your work ethic is the best, but I may not. I may see someone who might be neglecting their children when they shouldn't, or needn't have to be. I saw a lot of that growing up. like or neglecting family members or spouses, or neglecting their spiritual self, or whatever the case may be. um don't place your work ethic on anyone else. Everyone's is unique to them and them alone. And you know, we usually get a return from the work and energy we put into this world and in our work or whatever the case may be. We usually see a return on that. And you know, even for people who aren't very motivated and don't have a good work ethic, I feel like there's also reasons for that too. There's possible like mental health reasons that might be contributing to that, or undiagnosed attention disorders, or whatever the case may be. So I just hope they're mindful of that. That's all. But yeah, overall, good stuff, Nadia. Very good stuff. They think you are the right step for their company, their business, and they appreciate the work you do, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your donation, love, and I hope I brought you some clarity to this situation. Thank you very much. So the list is currently open, folks. If you have a question that you would like me to read for you tonight, now would be the time. I'll be doing last call for donations in approximately 8 minutes or so. 7, I should say. All right, all right, all right. It is that time, folks. Last call for donations. Last call for donations. That's what it is. This is what it is. Last call for donations, everybody. Last call, last call. I most likely am not going to be on tomorrow night. It's going to be really difficult for me to be able to. Basically, my other job ends at 4:45 tomorrow, but it's across the bay. Excuse me, and ends at rush hour traffic. So it will probably be very difficult for me to get online, but I will do my very best. But as always, I do provide private readings, both over the phone and over Instagram or via email. It's over Instagram, I do it over voice memos, over DM. If it's over email, I type it. Last call for all donations, y'all. Last call, last call for all donations tonight. If you got a question and you need an answer, let me help you answer that question. If you got one, if you have any doubts, you can come to me. I will help you. Yes, most definitely. Please ring if you have a question, please. Please let me know if you got one tonight. Last call for all donations. Last call, all donations. Last call. Give it another couple of minutes. And if you do feel compelled to make a donation within the next couple of minutes for a reading tonight, please let me know in the chat so I don't just sign. This has happened numerous times. The moment I sign off, someone will say, "Oh, I made a donation and I didn't see it," or "Oh, I wanted to make a donation." Like, let me know in the chat if that's something you want. If it is something you would like. Last call for donations. If you got a question, please let me know in the chat. If you want to read it tonight, you have about 45 more seconds left. Yeah. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Last call for all donations, y'all. All right, and with that, I am going to call it a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will try to see you tomorrow, if not Friday.